It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Achane to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stump them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Tua on 4th down. These guys running back out of the backfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one thrown underneath to Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, fellas.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Throwing Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now Hill to return it. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Here we go. 11.
A give for Stevenson, running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Dolphins 14, Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Jones. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's second and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Patriots 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Patriots at 2-6 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
St. Brown in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back to throw again. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Miami.
Two and now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tua, a final shot before half. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Ryland on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Stevenson now on first and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run once more with Stevenson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Up the middle, Achane. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Go ahead.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 28, Patriots 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away this time. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are right back in this football game.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room, just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
11-11.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A give, running right, Achane.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. Big play there for New England. 47 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. Now Jones. And he's got it.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And going right back to Pittman.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play? They'll take that as a result.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Waddle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes third and about a foot. To throw is Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Miami first down. And the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he stopped immediately there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's Gone. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goff on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Goff's throw is taken in by Waddle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So,
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Steal! Check steal! Hut, hut!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Second down and 3. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Slide blue. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Now this defense for the Lions, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. You talk about this Lions defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's got it. In the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Zach Ertz has it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here, hold in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. The give right side for Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, but that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
3rd and 5.
Claude Ray. Ready?
Back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second and 9 now. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Look at the big man rumble. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And that's good for a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, go steal. Claws, 10. Red, yellow. Set.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Black Ultra. Green Jack. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Gibbs straight ahead, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to run that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Set.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some space here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Walker has it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me,
Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Important extra point up and through. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And that's caught by Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Running left is Walker. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping it out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal.
Shot, 17. Ready?
Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Goff now to throw. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Goff.
Zach Ertz has it complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds.